Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a package to unbox for you. This package is from my good buddy KC over at Knives Fast, and our unboxing knife is going to be the Nimble. This is my first production Nimble, number 14. I recently got the black, I got the black hardware kit a while ago, but I got the knife back. It was loaned out, and I took it apart, added the kit, and dude, it is more drop shut than it was before. Look at that. Now, the detents on these older ones are a little lighter, but I've stated as a lefty, it's really good because you can kind of put your finger wherever you want and it still flies out. I'm really digging it. The only thing I've noticed is maybe the tiniest bit of lock stick. No, it's not there. Left-handed? I don't know. But sometimes just putting a new pivot barrel in and everything can do that kind of stuff. So I'm sure if I put the old one back in, it'd go away. But it's not like anything really noticeable. You guys know me, I'm nitpicky. So this is from Casey, and these are some Finch knives. So you guys might know, I used to get all the Finch knives. Hang on, let me just see what we got. All right, so we got some stickers and a pouch. Okay, so you guys know I used to get all the Finch knives early on when Finch started. Here's a couple that I have, the 1929 and the Holiday. They would send out review samples to a lot of channels, right? They were doing that. As of late, they're not really doing that anymore. They still send some to like Casey and Big Red and maybe other people, I don't know. But they stopped sending them to me, at least, because the dealers are buying all their stock, and they don't really need the free advertising anymore. You know what I mean? It's just how it goes. So I'm not upset about it. It's not a big deal, but it means I haven't been able to check out some of the newer Finches. I just haven't bought them. So, like, I like their knives a lot, but personally, I'm more into a little bit more premium knives, and I'm not that big on traditional knives. And that's kind of like, these are a kind of a conjunction of traditional knives and sort of like your modern affordable knife. So it's just not up my alley to spend $130 on them. I really enjoyed the ones they sent me, and I've truly enjoyed these two. I've given away all the other ones, so I always paid it forward when they gave them to me. I think I bought this one. This one was given to me by them. But anyway, Casey has a couple, and he was nice enough to send them to me. So I believe we have the Lucky number 13 and the Roadrunner. First, let's check out some stickers. Tempest Knife stickers. You guys know that's Casey's knife company or knife brand. Unfortunately, the Mach 51 did not get funded on Kickstarter, but Casey is still plugging away. He's got other designs in the works, so don't you guys worry. Tempest Knives is going to come back with a fury. So let's put Knives Fast up here, and there we go. And as a community, we need to support our brother Casey moving forward. So let's get into this. He did tell me there was a pouch or something that I think it's a Finch pouch, and they gave it to him or something, and he wanted me to check it out because he thought it was cool. So I am definitely interested. So let's put these Finches up here. These are by far my favorite Finches, by the way, the 1929 and the Holiday, and that's why I kept those. This is a cool pouch. Look at this. It's got some kind of nylon or whatever. You know, not like crazy premium, but it has that feel to it. You know what I mean? It's really well put together. It's definitely like, I think it's made to be sort of like, not waterproof, but that, you know, outdoor proof sort of thing. It's got the Finch logo on it. This is really cool, actually. It's smaller than I thought, which is great. Oh, man, look at that. It's got this felt lining in here. Holy cow, that's cool. I'm actually really impressed with this pouch. I kind of want one. Yeah, you could fit 4 knives in there. A lot of companies are doing this now. Orion Knives kind of started it with their pouch, and you can easily fold this up, fit it into a priority small box, and you're good to go. So here is the lucky number 13. Now we know that Casey uses his knives, so we'll see how these guys are. He obviously reviewed them already, so they have been used. Okay, let me say that 10 more times differently. So you can see right off the bat, we kind of have some cool comparisons here. We have the Holiday and the Roadrunner here. It's actually bigger than the Holiday. It's about the same size as the Cimarron. So this is probably going to be a good size knife for me. The Holiday is probably my favorite in terms of size because you can get a full grip on it with a large glove-sized hand. You get into that flipper choil, you're really good to go there. Whereas on the 1929, it's a little smaller, but I can cram them on. Flipper choil, you're also good to go. And I love that about their knives, the flipper choil. So let me put these back up here. Oh, well, let's compare these. Size-wise, it looks like the lucky number 13 is actually a little smaller than the 1929. You have your Finch sort of shield there. You can see some pitting in that wood right there. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I think this is Cocobolo. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can see that as well as I can. See if we catch the light there. There you go. See the pitting? I don't know if that's normal or what. I mean, it's wood, so natural material. I think Casey told me the D10 on this was a little light, but it feels pretty good. Oh, yeah, that's snappy. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the detent. I think what he was saying was it might be a little gritty. And I think that's exactly what it is. I think it needs to be cleaned out. I'd love to take it apart, but I don't think Casey's going to want me to do that. So let me just blow some air in there. See if we can clean her out. It's also rock solid. If you know what I mean. We might be just needing some oil in there. Just going to see what we can do real quick. If not, I mean, it's not a big deal. The action's fine, but if it could be better, why not? Honestly, it almost feels like the pivot is just a little too tight. But it's not my knife, so I'll talk to Casey before I touch anything. I don't want to go any further, but it's got some snap to it. Yeah, I like that. This has a flat grind. Yep. You have that standard sort of Finch bolster lock thing going on here with the steel. It's a steel bolster lock with the wood inlay or scales. The clip is kind of off to the side, which is interesting. Usually you'll see a clip down the center, right? But in this case, they went for down the side, which I kind of think looks cool. I like how the lock bar is sort of like off to the side there as well. It doesn't take up half the frame. Like, see here, it's kind of similar. A little bit slimmer, though, on that guy. Interesting. No lock stick. They never do have lock stick. They're always great that way. Great action. Let's feel it in hand. It's sort of a sway back design. Compare that to the Kvist Bladeworks variant here, the PE. You can see it's got that sway back handle, but again, on this guy, it's very minimal. Just comes up a little bit. This one has a little bit more of a pronounced swoop up at the end there. With the flipper choil, I don't know. I don't know if I don't like the ergos too much on this guy. I'm used to having, so normally a knife would be this way, and this feels comfortable. So if you're doing draw cuts, but you don't have the flipper choil on this side. If you had the flipper choil if this wasn't here, I think this would feel great, but that flipper's in the way, so you got to back off. The thing I love about the Kvist is this is a super comfortable grip, and then this is an even more comfortable grip right here. Just everything lands well. On this guy, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. That flipper's kind of getting me a little bit. It's kind of hitting me in the finger, and then I'm getting hit with the butt here. It's just maybe a little bit too small for that handle shape for my hand, and that's why this one fits my hand well. But if you watch Casey, actually, Knives Fast, you watch his review on the Kvist variant PE, he actually does not like the ergos on that knife. I actually nicknamed Casey the CEO, the Chief Ergonomics Officer. So if anybody wants to give him a hard time, go call him the CEO. He's a big ergos guy, just like I'm a detent guy, you know what I mean? And he has a larger hand than me by a little bit, I think. I have a large glove-sized hand. He, I think, has a large 2XL, you know what I mean? Like large dash XL hand. And this just doesn't fit right in that hand. This does not really fit right in my hand, and maybe for him, even though his hand's bigger, maybe it somehow fits a little bit better. Maybe it's kind of because it's smaller, it fits a different way. It's not uncomfortable. It's just not the most comfortable knife. I definitely prefer this grip over that one. And I for sure prefer the grip on the 1929. This just feels way more comfortable in hand. Although, now that I kind of think about it, I do feel that flipper a little bit on this one as well. So could just be a small knife thing. So that's the Lucky number 13. I think this is a cool one. This has been a super popular model. All their knives have been popular, but the Lucky number 13, I think has become their most popular to date. I'm not sure if that's correct. The 1929 is pretty huge, but they had abalone. They had all types of cool stuff. And dealers were just selling these left and right. I mean, it's been a very, very popular model, so I'm glad I got to check it out. And I think it is, for good reason, a popular model. I'm not the biggest swayback fan. I've stated that before, so maybe not for me, but I totally understand why people love this. And it's unique and different with this tie clip to the side there. And look at that. We got the matching wood. So I think this is snake wood then. If this is snake wood, is it the same? No, that's a little darker than this, so I don't know. Interesting, but it's kind of a matching set there. Too bad it's not mine. Then we have the Burlwood Roadrunner. Now, because this is a bigger knife, you get a little bit of heft, right? That's kind of what happens when you use steel for the knife. But it's not like heavy by any means. It's fine, right? Just want to note that the centering on this guy is a bit off to the clip side. Again, Casey has reviewed these. This one is almost dead nuts. A little bit off. I've noticed on the Finches, they tend to be just slightly off to the clip side. You can see that one's off. And that one I tuned the shit out of. Took me a while to get it to that spot. No play. Great action. And that one is dead center, maybe slightly off to the show side. But these are all within margin, you know what I mean? One thing I'll say right away is the flipper tab being on both sides and being jimped on both sides is a little bit annoying because, like, it makes me want to just reach for both of them. I have no idea which one, but we'll find out if there's a reason for that. Same steel bolster lock. This Burlwood is sexy. Really, really sexy. I like that finish. You got the clip from the Holiday on there, so you could probably interchange these clips if you ever wanted to. And then here we go. Let's make sure we're flipping it the right way. Oh, yeah. That's a snappy guy right there. Roadrunner 154 cm. Oh, yeah, baby. This is a sweet one right here. Now, it's a light blade because of how thin it is. You see that? So it's dropping really nice and then just smooth shake down. I'm sure if you tuned it, it would be drop shut, kind of like the Holiday is basically. You can see on the Holiday I have it where drop, and whew, it's close. Now this blade is even lighter. Like if we compare these, you can always check where it is. Same blade stock, right? But you got a little more length on the Roadrunner. Just feels like a lighter blade though on the Holiday for some reason. I like that they put Finch here actually, and they put this over here, so I'm gonna know which side of the blade I'm on. It is not a double-edged dagger of any kind. It's not sharpened on both sides. It's very sharp though. So 154 cm, like all of their knives. We got some stuff up at the tip, but I think that's just Casey cutting open packages. Yeah, this you get a full grip on. You can't really do the patented, it's not patented, but the flipper choil. You can't do that on this one. It's the first knife you can't do that on, I think. But this is sweet. Yeah, I love the sort of hand rub bolsters, hand rub blade. It's always cool that they do that. The action is really nice. I think I've heard you can front flip this somehow, but I don't know how you would do it without cutting yourself. Try it right-handed. I'm better at this stuff right-handed. How would you do that? Oh! I don't know if I could do it left-handed because what happens is I tend to like curl it in, and then the blade comes out and zacks me right in the palm. Oh, got it. Is there anything else you could do? You could maybe do the rollout. Do it this way. Yeah, I can't get it. But you can get that. That's not fun, though. You know what I mean? You reach around? No. It's not really fun. It's not meant to do that, I don't think. But you could kind of like catch it on something if you wanted to. Like, say I grab this thing of super glue. You could like, you know, you could kind of like rack the slide, so to speak. I don't know how that would work, though. Let's try it. Hey, we got it. So yeah, all dumb stuff nobody really wants to do. I suggest you just use the flipper tab and use it like a normal person. It works very well. I dig it. I will say off the bat, the inlay here, the scale inlay, is not perfectly fit. You can kind of see a gap. On this side, it feels really good. Barely feel that transition. On this side, you can see where it ends, and I can kind of feel it too. Yeah, you can stick your finger in there on this one. See that? See that gap? This side's perfect. This side's perfect. That's, yep, that one's good. Yeah, I mean, if QSP made these just like they made my prototypes for the Devo Stout, and those inlays are flawless. So, I mean, that's just, you know, one knife. They had a little bit of an issue. You can see here it's a little raised. But it is wood, guys. It's going to be really hard to get it perfect. Here on the snakewood, they nailed it right there. They nailed it down here. Nailed it. Nailed it. 1929. Nailed it. Nailed it. So, I mean, one out of however many, you might have a small little gap right here. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to point it out. QSP is absolutely killing it with the Finch knives, guys. I think that's one of the big reasons QSP is kind of on the map these days. Finch knives and EDC knives for sure, who are openly saying they use QSP and love them. You know, that helps a lot, and that's one of the reasons we went to them, because we knew they could nail a bolster lock, right? All right, so I think I've rambled enough. That's the Finch Knives Roadrunner and the Finch Knife Co, actually, not knives. Finch Knife Co, lucky number 13. Then I also have my 1929 that I absolutely adore, and my Holiday that I also adore. Love these knives. Finch knives are really cool, guys. I can recommend them in terms of quality, all of that stuff, action. What you get for the money, I think, is worth it. To me, $130 is a little steep for steel and 154 cm, but you guys have to remember there's details here, right? Having a hand rub blade costs a good bit of money. hand rubbed bolsters. That costs more money. If they had done titanium and say S35 or M390, these would be like $300, $350, maybe even more, because of the hand rub stuff. And that's why they stuck with steel and 154, because they're trying to go for a traditional market, right? And those people don't really... 154 CM is great to them. Steel is good. It's not, you know what I mean? We've just been spoiled. So, I don't know. So, me personally, do I think I would spend the 130 on their knives? No. But that's because I'm not into these, like, into traditionals. Does that make sense? It has nothing to do with Finch or the build quality or any of that. They're killing it. Their designs are really cool. I just personally don't feel the fizz to own one, if that makes sense. But I absolutely enjoy checking them out. I enjoy reviewing them when I get the chance. And I want to give a big thank you to Casey over at Knives Fast for sending these my way. I will be checking these out, of course, for the next few days, a week, whatever. And I will do a full review. We'll see how much I carry and use them, you know. But I'll at least give an update before I send them off. So thank you, Casey. And shout out to Finch Knife Co. Go check them out, guys. Finch, I think it's just finchknifeco.com. You can just Google it. They're sold at like every retailer now. They're really killing it. And congrats to them. So love you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments about the Lucky number 13 and the Roadrunner. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.